Welcome to the Purrfect Recipe Remake Show. I'm EK, your animated chef, with my furry taste testers, Romeo and Juliet. I was having breakfast with Romeo and Juliet when I spotted something delicious. All right, let's get baking. Romeo, you're coming too, aren't you? So, I'm going to make a cheesy vegetable tart today, inspired by Sai King's recipe, which I just saw on television. Today's recipe calls for fresh veggies, cheese, and a cat who thinks she's part of the menu. Full ingredients list is in the description, if Juliet hasn't eaten half of it yet. First, rub the cold butter into the flour until it feels like fine breadcrumbs, while trying to stop Romeo from jumping into the bowl. Then season with salt, stir in the cheese and thyme, and mix in the egg yolk. Add cold water slowly until it just comes together. Now roll it into a little pastry ball and wrap it up like a cozy present with cling film to chill in the fridge. Chill it in the fridge for 30 minutes or until your cat untangles himself from the cling film. Romeo, honestly, now take your chilled dough and roll it out gently. Line your tart tin, then grab a fork and prick the base all over. Juliet's making sure I don't miss a spot. Next, line the tart with baking paper and fill it with baking beans to weigh it down. Unless you're Romeo, who thinks they're tiny footballs. And now they've rolled into the floor. Brilliant! Juliet's joined in too. It's officially been chaos. Time to pop it into the oven for 15 to 20 minutes. No pause allowed past this point. Once it's had its first bake, take it out of the oven carefully. Then remove the paper and baking beans and try not to spill them again, Romeo. Now pop the tart shell back in. No beans this time, just 5 more minutes to crisp it up. Melt butter with a splash of olive oil in a pan. Then add in the sliced leeks. Season gently. This part's all about slow, cozy flavour. Cover and cook for 10 minutes. Juliet's pretending she's not interested, but she's sitting right next to the pan. Now add the asparagus and let that cook for another 5 minutes, just until everything's glossy and soft. Turn off the heat and let it cool, if Juliet lets it. She's got her eye on those leeks. Crack the eggs into a bowl, add the cream and whisk it all together until it's smooth and dreamy. A little salt, a little pepper and a whole lot of self-control because Romeo is absolutely eyeing the whisk. Sprinkle half the cheese into the pastry shell. This is the cheesy foundation of happiness. Next, pile in those glossy leeks and tender asparagus. Juliet's pretending to be neutral, but she's definitely watching. Now pour in half of the egg and cream mixture. Nice and slow, let it hug the veggies. Then sprinkle the rest of the cheese on top. Romeo's moved 3 inches closer and thinks I haven't noticed. He's definitely planning something cheesy, but not in the recipe. Now that everything's layered and lovely, it's time to bake. Place the tart on a tray and gently slide it into the oven. Bake at 180°C for 35 to 40 minutes, just until it's set, golden, and smelling irresistible. And there it is, golden, set, and smelling unbelievable. Let it cool slightly before serving, if Romeo and Juliet give me a chance. They've only just arrived, but I know they've been secretly waiting for this moment. Okay? Moment of truth. Buttery, cheesy, veggie perfection. Sai King, you nailed it. Wait, Romeo, did you just... He took a slice. He's actually running with it. Big love to Sai King for this amazing recipe and to This Morning for sharing it. Thanks so much for watching the Purrfect Recipe Remake Show. I hope you had as much fun as we did. Chaos and all. If you enjoyed this cozy kitchen adventure, don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave us a comment. We'd love to hear from you. See you next time with more love, more cats, and more recipes. Bye, from me, Romeo and Juliet.